Hey everybody, welcome back to ConductorPlugin.com. Got a new add-on to talk about today. It's called User Profiles, and it allows you to display your user profiles of all your registered users on your WordPress website. We're going to look at a few examples today, some super basic examples and some more advanced examples. But you might use this if you're building, let's say, a membership site and you want to display all the registered users, maybe in a password-protected page or publicly, depending on what kind of information you want to display. If you're building a multi-author blog and you want to showcase all of your blog authors in a sort of categorized archive page, you can do that as well. And if you're just building some kind of like app or intranet and you're needing to display user profile data, it's a great way to do it. So let's hop right in. Okay, let's set the stage before we dive in. I've got just a handful of users with a handful of different roles and some membership levels that we'll look at in a little bit with using Paid Memberships Pro. First things first, I'm going to demonstrate showing just one user. How does Conductor work displaying users? And I'm going to demonstrate this in Beaver Builder. You don't need Beaver Builder by any stretch, but I know a lot of you out there are using it, and it's just a great way to show it. And I'm using the free version of Beaver Builder here, where Conductor works great in that. So you can see I dragged over the Conductor widget. I'm going to select just one user, and you can see I can select from one users for all the users, or I can drill it down into any of the roles that have users assigned to them. So in this case, administrators, editors, and subscribers. I'm just going to click on users for right now, and then I can individually select one of my users here. So Tom McFarlane, I'll start with that. It's important to know that you can select from all users, so you can do a query and display across all users, but just in this basic example, I'm going to show one at a time. So you can see here, it shows the user's avatar, it shows the user's full name, it shows their description or bio if they have it filled out, and a continue reading link. And that is all coordinated or controlled by our custom fields right here. So it's the same custom fields that you're already familiar with in WordPress, and the only thing that just isn't used in this case is the author byline. But for example, if I didn't want to show the bio in this case, I can just go ahead and hide that, and that'll just take away the bio from being displayed. If I wanted to move that featured image below the title or the user's full name, I could do something like that. And the continue reading link in this case will link to the author's archive page. So if they have, if you're building a multi-author blog and they have a whole bunch of blog posts, a user on the front end clicking that link will be able to see all of their blog posts using the standard WordPress archive page for the author. And I can just say, check out my blog posts and save that. And that'll just rewrite the title there. Now, the very powerful part of Conductor, of course, is number one, displaying these users, made that super easy. But we can start pulling in some of the custom fields that are associated to user profiles. So for example, there is a website field which we can link up as well. So let's just go ahead, actually just make it a little bit easier for myself and just say website, drill that down, and that'll add the website to the bottom of this display. So anybody who has their profile filled out, let's go ahead and edit this user. You can see right here, this is the website field that he has filled out here, and that's the website field that is being displayed. Some other cool things that we've done with Conductors, we've sort of opened up access to a lot of the hidden fields and hidden metadata that's being saved in user profiles. I should say that there is a caveat in this. Sometimes some of this data is not stored in a format that's going to be able to display on the front end of your website, but some of it does. So like registration date, and let's see, I think there's a post count in here somewhere, post count. So this is really cool. You can actually start to build these sort of custom displays for your user profile. So again, if you're building like this membership site, which we'll take a look at in a moment, or just some other kind of intricate multi-author blog setup or app or something like that, you can pull this data and build these displays, that you otherwise would have to heavily code or customize yourself, and Conductor just makes it super easy for you. And that's that. I mean, you could build this collection of your top bloggers for your news organization or whatever it is that you're building. You can display their website. You can display when they registered and the post count. And again, this post count will link to their author bio page. Really cool example. Let's dive into building a table display for a membership site, and in this case, Paid Memberships Pro. All right, going to show you how to build a table display of users in the Conductor Query Builder this time. And this example is just a table display of the users registered in your site with various bits of information here. I've already built it out to save us some time, but this is a great example if you have a private member list that you want your members to search from. You know, it's not something that's on the front end. You would drop the shortcode in a protected page. Or maybe you're building a particular display for your own purposes, right? Like you have a sub manager and you want them to have this table display to quickly see user information. And I kind of set that up here. What I'm displaying here is the user's avatar, their name, the email, the city, and the last login attempts that they've had using Paid Memberships Pro as just a basic example. And I scoop up this shortcode and I drop it into a page, and this is what my table display looks like. Now, not all of my users have that information filled out for Paid Memberships Pro, just particularly this one. But I can see right here, here's the city, here's the logins. I can sort this stuff by clicking on the columns, and that'll just sort that in alphabetical order or numerical order, depending on what the value is there. But it's just a great way to have this searchable table that I just drop in within a shortcode or a widget, depending on what I have. And I can just search right up here to drill down whichever data I might want to filter by. So it's a great way to have these searchable, sortable tables, again, depending on what kind of application you might be building with your WordPress website and a membership site or something like that. It's the User Profiles add-on. You can get it at conductorplugin.com. If you have any questions about it, it's conductorplugin.com/contact.